It might seem that owning a plane, a yacht, a garage full of cars, 6 homes with 150 staff solve all of our problems and make us at peace. But unfortunately, this is not the case. You can have all the money in the world and still be alone. It's quite possible. Today we will see 9 reasons why billionaires are often lonely. So in case if you have fallen into the trap of imagining that all of your problems can be solved with money, well, you might be wrong. Here are some reasons why you might not want to be a billionaire. Number 1. Billionaires worry more about money. For a billionaire, money is almost everything to them. Because they have served their whole lives earning that money, they also plan and make strategies and work even harder to keep that money. A poor guy might not worry about money as much as a rich guy would, because more money means more risk of losing it. And when you always worry about money, you don't have the time to worry about anything else like your friends or family or other important things in life. And due to this, a billionaire ends up alone. Number 2. A billionaire's schedule is not always typical. When you are working a job, you have fixed hours to work. Outside those hours, if you work, you get paid extra. But when you are an entrepreneur, you are your own boss. So there's no schedule from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. or off at weekends. It's work, 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 and work 24/7, 365 days. Hence, they learn to work when they feel the most fruitful, whatever the time may be. Whether it's late in the evening, weekend, or even during holidays, they are working on something during times they should have been enjoying. And you become that work-oriented that you work even in your leisure time, then it won't be possible for you to invest your time in people and build relationships. Hence, you will be alone at the end of the day. Number 3. Billionaires can afford anything they want. When you have a lot of money, then money becomes your friend, your partner, and eventually you don't feel the need for people. For instance, you don't need to go to someone to lend you money because you already have enough. You don't need to ask your neighbor to look after your house, because you have tons of servants for that. If you don't have anyone to hang out with, you will go to a bar and show some money to attract everyone and come party with you. But this can't go on for a long period of time. Eventually, when you won't have anyone to talk to, you will need people because you can't share your feelings with your money. That's when you will feel like you have everything in the world, but yet you don't feel complete. Number 4. Billionaires are different from normal people. Relationships are always made where there are similar mindsets. There are a handful of billionaires in the world, but a whole lot of average or poor people. This means that billionaires possess a personality which makes them unique from the rest of the world. They think differently, act differently, decide differently, so it often becomes difficult for them to bond with other people. So, you guessed it, loneliness. Some billionaires do know how to come out of their outshining personalities to become friends with normal people. But mostly, they don't do it. Number 5. Billionaires spend their time chasing their dreams. Billionaires are goal-driven. They don't procrastinate or party or hang out with friends. They do each and everything which take them one step closer to their goals. And wasting time on people doesn't take them closer to their goals, so they don't waste their time. Instead, they keep working on themselves. Take Elon Musk for example. He was already successful with Tesla. But he didn't stop and instead founded SpaceX. This is a very positive thing, to have grit in your personality. But everything has pros and cons. Only investing in yourself and cutting off with people eventually leaves you alone. Instead of partying, binge-watching Netflix series, and gossiping with other people, rich people spend most of their time and energy on things that will take them to the next level. That is, even at the expense of their social life. And the absence of social life can often make you feel alone. Number 6. Billionaires have strict routines. Billionaires don't become billionaires just by playing around. They have practices that turn into habits that eventually build up into routines. For instance, waking up earlier than anyone else, exercising, reading books, meditating, business meetings, and other work. With all the hustle in their lives, you'll barely see them sparing some time for social activities. And what does that mean? A dull and boring life. Success does come, but at the expense of their social lives. Number 7. Billionaires are intimidating. Whenever we face someone, the ease to start a conversation is not always the same. We talk differently with our elders, differently to children, and quite frankly with our age mates. But when we or any other ordinary person meets a billionaire, they actually feel shy because they think less of themselves in front of them. It takes quite a lot of courage to come out the window and actually utter a word in front of them. So we, ordinary people, don't say a word because we feel embarrassed, and billionaires choose not to break the ice as they consider themselves of different caliber than us. Hence, nobody talks. Number 8. Billionaires find it hard to find genuine friends. Any billionaire would gladly agree with me on this. Money complicates relationships. When you have billions, it's hard to see whether someone is being nice to you because of you or because of your money. According to a study conducted among 100,000 Americans, people belonging to a high social status spend significantly less time socializing compared to low-income Americans. Ordinarily, these wealthy people spend 6.4 fewer evenings every year in social gatherings. Because of the fear of being used, billionaires are often reluctant towards making new friends and new connections, and as a result, they isolate themselves from the crowd. In most circumstances, they set themselves a healthy distance until they determine whether they are genuine or not. Number 9. Billionaires attract people who worship them. Do you understand the world tale careers? Just like a student who laughs on every dumb joke that teachers because he won a good grade. Just like these tale career students, there are people who worship these billionaires. Most of the billionaires are surrounded by these kinds of people who don't know anything to say except yes sir. These people agree on anything and everything these rich people say because they want to please them and get some perks by doing so. However, billionaires are human too, so instead of having a person who always agrees with them whether they are right or wrong, they also need true friends who can tell when they are wrong and correct them. They can barely have this kind of person, and most people just bow to everything while keeping their lips in check to avoid slips. Having such people is tiring and you end up alone in the times of need. But I know I won't end up alone in the time of need because I have you guys. Thank you for watching till the end. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. And always remember, money's not everything. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Until next time, peace.